Right, let's just try again. Okay. Seems to have settled down now. For some reason, when I first switch it on, it kind of goes a bit laggy. But it seems to be alright now. So here we are, Beth. Hello, Beth. Hello, how are you? No, don't do the voice. Don't do the voice. Right. Okay, so, yeah, I have found sometimes, when I come in, it's like, oh, the controller's not quite, not quite right. Anyway, what are we doing? Well, first of all, let's go in here. Let's have a look. See what have we got any quests in there? We have got some quests. Right, we've got to clear the Elixir well. So we'll show that on the map. Now, I think if we go there, we're going to get completely destroyed. All right? Because I'm pretty sure we'll get complete. Because we need to have some decent armour, first of all. Now, he needs certain things. Now, you can, flick between these. Right, the only thing about these now is a sheltered bed. So we've got to make him a bed. So we'll make that our active quest. Say it's our active quest. Right, workshop. So these are the new things that have opened up. Oh, because of acquiring the blacksmith. What's in here? Well, that maybe I haven't looked in here. Yeah, so we now have access to this. Along with some comfort items. So these are items, you place these in your house. So there's like a, crude mattress, and there's that's also a crude one. So that's, oh, I see. So that's a slightly better improved version of that one. So I like to do small improvements on these things, don't I? So we've got lovely little things, a crude wooden table. So this is a normal table, as opposed to a crafting one. A nice little lamp. So these are all lovely cool things that have been added because we have this new craftsman. And that's what these people will bring you, is new things every time you get one, which is great news, isn't it? So we have forge, that can do metal sheets. There we can do metal stuff. Isn't that nice? And then charcoal, we need that to get the thing burning so that we can do things like iron, copper, all those lovely things that we all love. Plus we have a grinding stone, which can, I think it can grind. Yeah, it can grind things. So we've got to make that, obviously, and then I think it grinds something like bones into, whatever it produces. I can't remember now. So we just need some rubber and whatever. So it kind of lets you know what you can do. Plus, there looks like there's some new things in here, but I won't worry too much about that. Oh yeah, it's that one. Yeah, so that one. So it kind of lets to let you know about that. Alright, so that's what's going on in there. Okay? So, and then we come out. So we've got our base, we've got our survivor. This is the lore. So if you want to find out more about the lore, this is where you find out. So, these are some of the things we've found so far. Lore kind of books that we've read, it stores them all. Alright, and this is, the early bits to do with, the lore and the ancients and the flame. Okay, and these are the general ones. Alright? Okay, and the world, so this is, you look at this world and you think, oh, it's not that big really, is it? But if you go out a bit like this, okay, so it's, fair old chunk, but, it kind of goes all the way along here. Alright, so, here we are here, and here we are here, not too far that way, but, let's go north. Oh, it does seem to go a long way, doesn't it? Yeah, as you can see, it goes a very, very long way. So this is a very big map. And we've just done a teeny blimp of it. So that gives you an idea of the size of this world. Right, so, we could do a bit of building. Let's do a bit of building here, shall we? Now, I've assigned him a bed now. I don't know if you saw that last time. Did you see me assigning a bed? I'm not really sure. But, yeah, if you press the right button, then you get access to, and you click it, you get access to the second one. You can either use it as a wheel like this, so you can do that, or you can just do that and just press the button, press that, and then select it via the D-pad. So do what we want now. Because you have the hammer in your hand, if you press the left trigger, we can now do some building. But the trouble is, we need some wood. So if you press it again and get rid of it. Right, so we need loads of wood. Okay, well, we've got a box with a load of wood in it. Alright, so first of all, we open it. And then we take out a few of these blocks, okay? And we just flick it like that, it goes in. Roof, we'll try and do a roof, but we probably won't have time, but I'll probably need that. Now, got a lovely blade here. That was level 5, and it does damage of 17, whereas this one, you know, does a better job. So let's throw that one in there. Oh, I threw it into there, did I? Oh, yeah. Yeah, infantry management. Silly, isn't it? Silly. So I'll throw that in there. So anything you don't need, we'll throw in there. So we don't need nails for a minute. We don't need that for a minute. We don't need the books. Now, you're wondering what the books for. Well, the books are for books, really. You know, they are for, what's the word? What's the word I'm trying to think of? I can't really think of what that word is. So, right, we have some wooden bits. So now we do this again, and we can pick a wall, obviously, like that. Now, you rotate it by pressing the right trigger, and then opposite you, and then using the D-pad to just, you know, flick it round and round. Okay, but obviously we don't, you know, that's a nice big plain wall. So we could totally well build that, but if you press and hold this, you know, you could do like a smaller one. So, you know, it's up to you what you want to do. You know, you can have windows. You know, so I'll tell you what, we'll put a plain one there, right, press X to build it, alright? Now, the beauty of this system is, you know, you could line it up like that, okay? But you can also mesh them like this. And that's a really cool thing you can do, because it, you know, it gives you more options, okay? Now, what we'll do now is we'll go across and we'll do a window, alright? Okay, and then we want to say, I don't know, let's have a door. Where should we have the door? Tell you what, we'll have it pointing that way towards the exit. Now we run out of wood. Oh, by the way, if you press back, and we found this to our cost, you press back, it removes the last thing you planted, and we are kept out by this one the whole time. We've got to do left trigger to get out of it. Press press B to get out of it, like you're used to on most games. Yeah, press B, go back. It gets rid of the one before, and there's no, oh, let's redo that. No, it's just got an undo but not a redo, so it's a little bit odd. Right, I'm just going to dink into the first person because I like dinking, and then we're going to chop down some trees with our, you know, so if I click this, you know, we can go into there, get the old chopper out. Now we can't, you know, it can't go in the first person. Oh, okay. No, it doesn't matter. Oh, sorry, I pressed the wrong button. That's the trouble, you know, all these games. You got to keep on doing that. Now, I'm going to turn the volume of the game down. How do you do that? Let me see. Let's have a look at the sound. Let me just turn it down, because it is a little bit on the loud side. So I'm going to turn it down just a bit like that. If that's too much, let me know. Player voice probably okay. Ambience, you know, like, you know. Music playback, you know, oh yeah, you can do this, you know, occasionally, all the time, you know, whichever you want. So I think that'll do. Let's hope this is coming out, by the way. Because I've done some of these sometimes and it doesn't come out. So it's more trees to chop. So let's get this house built. Yeah, very, very true, Ghost, what you said about, you know, you're hacking at something, yeah, it would fly in all directions. Yeah, you're absolutely right there. You know, very astute of you to notice that. I was hoping you wouldn't. So thank you for that one. Very much appreciated. It really is. No, it does. It's not bad, does it? But you know, I can actually play this game in 4K when I'm not streaming. But obviously, when you, well, sorry, I'm not streaming. I'm recording. So I'm recording this, and you know, if it comes out okay, I'll turn down a little bit the main game because it's a bit loud, isn't it? So we'll just tuck it down, but yeah, there is going to be auto pickups at some point. Okay, those are the little mushrooms. So let's get a load of these so we can do lots and lots of building. And then we'll do something about trying to craft some decent armour. You know, whether I've got time to do that is another matter, of course. But I'm going to just get a few of these little bushy things because we'll need the fibre. So we'll get rid of that, you know, get rid of that. This one, you can get a small one. You've got to be right in the middle though, it's a bit odd. Although there must have been a bush within a bush there. Sorry. We'll do a bow though, that was stupid, isn't it? So yeah, the auto pick up if you hand it, and they just automatically pick it up. Save, you know. Otherwise, you've got to keep pressing the button over and over again. So for each pile, you have to keep pressing the button. So yeah, that's lots of button presses, isn't it? So I'm a big fan of reducing the amount of button presses because, you know, that's just the way it is. Now, obviously, you've got to create some more of these blocks. So don't think you can just willy-nilly just, oh, well, I'll just do it straight from the pieces of wood. Oh, no, you've got to turn them into blocks. Now, you can do better blocks, you know, but obviously you need better stuff to do that. But do a bit of roofing. So let's do a lot of this, so we've got a lot of it. Right, okay, then go into hammer mode, as I like to call it. Alright, and then press the left trigger. Okay? Right, then we can instantly do another window. Let's have a couple of windows, shall we? Build. Right, now we don't have to windows on every one. I'll tell you what, let's do just do the bottom half. Alright, so let's complete this little tidy little house. Well, maybe on the corners here we won't have a window, although, you know, I'm very tempted to have a window. Alright, we'll have a window there, why not? Let's have one tucked in the corner there. I'll tell you what, let's have loads of windows. I'll tell you what, let's have some windows in the central regions. Although let's be a bit offhand and let's do them in the non-regions as well. It makes sense. I'll tell you what, we don't want to be do them all the same, so let's do a little bit different. Let's have a little bit of variety, because it is the spice of life. Although some people don't think so. So let's try that. And let's put another one there. Let's be totally inorganic. Right, so that's all looking nice, isn't it? Now, that's the kind of, yeah, that is the door. So it's a nice, simple way, but you know, you got to get it. But oh, you see, there's a slight mistake here. Okay, we've made a little bit of a boo-boo here. Oh, that's because I placed that in the wrong place. Right, okay. Well, I could get rid of that. Well, maybe. Oh, I'm getting rid of those. Yeah, that sounds stupid. That's in trouble. Me and Jess were forever getting caught out on that. Because, you know, we're so used to an Xbox and going back. Pressing the back button. So it looks like we messed that up there. So you can remove it by. How do you remove it? I think it's. Oh, yeah, left button. That's it. I knew I'd get there in the end. I can't always see things straight away. You probably noticed that. And then we'll put a door there. Right, okay, so yeah, that's looking quite neat, isn't it? So, and then we can do this, okay, and then go and do a roofing area. Now, this is where things get a little complicated. Because I find this is a little bit odd. Because yeah, what I tend to do is jump on them. Because if you do this, right, and then you do your thing and turn it, you think, oh, that's beautifully placed there. So we place it like that, and we'll just check. Although I can't get out the door. Let's just check it. Let's put that away a minute. But look, as you see, it's not. So I find this is the only sort of thing wrong with this building. It seems like it's in the right place, but it's not. So that's a little bit odd. So it's like, and when you try and do it from down here, it doesn't seem to want to snap in. You see, so I find this a little bit of a drawback when it comes to all this stuff. Okay, so what we'll do is get rid of that in a minute. So this is the only flaw that I've seen with this game, is that problem. Okay, so right, let me see. How am I going to work this out? I need to do. Is there some kind of? I think there's some scaffolding you can get or something. Ah, there it is. Right, a scaffold. So we just need some string. Okay, so we go to here. Go to the. We need some fibre. Okay, need some fibre. So there's a lot of collecting and stuff, in these games, isn't there? It's they're two penny worth, isn't it? It's a lot of that's the whole idea, isn't it? It's make doing things take a long time. Therefore, you get it makes it last a long time. I feel some of these games, when they start off, yeah, that's probably a good idea because they haven't got much of a game yet. So you know, they want to extend it, make it feel like you've had a good go on it. But once a game becomes, you know, very big, and towards the end of its, you know, of its production, I feel like they should start easing that stuff, because now it's a huge world, massive area with tons of stuff, so we don't quite need to be snowed down quite so much. So that's the downside of these things, you know. It takes a while to get to that process. So we're going to do a few of these. I know that's enough to build on scaffolding. So there's two different types. There's scaffold 1 and scaffold 2. Which is better. So I'm going to go for scaffoldy 1.0. Alright, and then you'll see how this makes the building a little bit easier. Okay? Now where you put it is up to you. And then of course we've got to go into the inventory management thing, which I'd forgotten there for a moment. So again, we've got to place this object in the object. So that's the downside, is you've got to, you know, always have to place it in these things. All right, so and then we got our switch to it. All right, so now we can place this item, depending how. Oh, hang on a minute. Right, and as you can see, it's very big, isn't it? You weren't expecting that, were you? But that is rather large, isn't it? So we'll bang it there. So it is a massive construction. Okay. So now we should be able to line it up better, we hope. Right, so we can press that one again. So now we'll see if we can sort this out. But so one thing I've found with this game is even when you have this, I can't move this very far away. So the range is very small. You know, like Conan, I could go to the other side of that and easily place it. But in this you've got to be quite close, which you know, I can't just nip it over that last little bit. And you see it's overhanging. So it's a little bit tricky to do it. That's the only thing. So I wish they would improve on this. It's almost like you've got to be right on top of it, like stood here to be actually see. And as you can see, it doesn't quite fit. So what you can do is turn off snapping, okay? And then you can kind of do it. So I thought when it's snapping, it should be going there, I would have thought. Okay, so if I do that, that seems right. So then if I jump back on here, it's always a good idea to do that. You know, again, you see, so I find I would prefer if it just automatically snap. It doesn't seem to automatically snap exactly right when it's on its default, you know, auto snapping thing. It always seems to be a bit out. So we have to do this instead. And you know, and then try and fiddle around with it, and there I go, accidentally pressing the back button. You know, when you've got something where you always have to press a back button, you know, and generally you're used to that in games, and then suddenly you don't have to do it. It can be a little bit confusing. But you see what I mean? It's not easy to place this. It seems to want to go in multiple places. So I've got to remember to go left button. See, I would prefer it be to like put away the thing and, you know, have something else. So yeah, if I turn, I'll tell you what, shall I? Let me think now. What do I do here? I'm trying to think. How do I? If I can I move this bit? No. Right, okay, so there's a couple of little things that needs working on, really. I found it just lets it down. You know, it's a great system, but I don't know, it just doesn't work sometimes. How I would like. Right, let's do a few more of these. So you need a ton of these, by the way. Although I might need some, although I think I need roofs, don't I? Right, I need some roofs, I think. More plant for every year would be. So, you know, it takes a little bit of, you know, to get this, you know, your first building up. It takes a lot of resources. So, you know, but you know where to find them. You know, it's all around the bushes. You know, it's just push about until you get it. Really. So it takes a while to get going. You know, not like games that, you know, get in and get dirty and do their combat and stuff. So, you know, but you see what I mean? It always seems to be slightly off, and that's the thing that I say. Just likes it because you can twiddle with it, but I'm less of a twiddler. Now the trouble is to pick this up. You thought it'd be quite easy, but it is. You just do that. You see. Now a little bit of climb up there. So can I do it with the snapping off? So oh, yeah, and again, I've accidentally pressed. So yeah, I get me and Jess. We're doing this all the flaming time. We're so used to using Xbox and pressing B to go back. The same on the PlayStation. Usually hitting that right button to go backwards. That when they mess with those kind of normal settings, it messes you up completely because it's so hardwired to do it that way. Right now, hopefully that's gone back into the thing. It has. So we've got a flick between these. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of these, D-pads, as you know, because it just takes time to do it all. So I'm going to put that hard up against there this time. Try not to hit the back button. Which way is it? That way. So we're a little bit closer this time. But yeah, it's really difficult to see it all the time. So flick this one. I know what it's saying, I'm both on the same one. That's just not a bad idea. So we'll try that again. But I find positioning this thing is a bit of a pain sometimes. Just trying to get it right. Because it's like it wants to do one, then it wants to do the other. So we'll try that. Yeah, that looks always okay. I've got no more roofs. Again, don't hit the... Hang on, I've got to think. Left button. Yeah, it's a little bit of an odd combination. Because, left button you'd expect to be shield or something, wouldn't you? Because that's where it kind of throws me. And I'll probably need a few of those. So, again, I've got to go out, climb up the old thing. So, it'd be nice if we had climbing, wouldn't it? Right, okay. Oh dear. Oh, hang on, my batteries ran out. Oh dear. Oh dear. Where's it? Hang on. Hang on. Oh dear. Oh dear, and I've done it yet again. Right, okay, yeah. When if your battery dies, if your battery dies, and you've got a... Hang on, I've got to charge up a battery now. Well, it won't be a minute. Hope it's still recording. So we've just got to make sure I get them the right way around, obviously. You've got to put them in the right way around these batteries, otherwise they don't charge, do they? So I just put that one on top. So I always have use of rechargeable tap batteries. I've been doing it for like 10 since they first came out practically. I invested in batteries. So I don't buy batteries anymore, just buy rechargeables, and they last for quite a long time before they actually go. Okay, right, so yeah, and yet again I've tragically disarmed it. So you'll find you'll be doing that a lot. If you're used to a console, Xbox or a PlayStation, you'll be constantly undoing stuff. So it's a really odd decision that they pick those particular keys. But hey, we don't have much say, do we? So, trying to go along. So, so let's try and turn this. I'll try and get this, accurate as I can, but, it's a little bit fiddly. I just wish you could do this from a little bit further away. It's just really hard to judge it. I'll go with that and hope for the best. Alright, so far so good, but obviously we want to do the other bit. So again, you've got to come out of there, but you can climb on the roof. Unlike Valheim, it lets you grip onto the roof. That's because, things like wood and all that, they're grippy. So, they are grippy, so while you make them so they're complete, really slippery and we can't do anything. I ought to put a door there, shouldn't I? So let's press that, go to the door section, which is across here. Maybe we'll do a door, or I can't do a door. Alright, we can't do a door then. Forget that, don't press the back button. Right, let's see if we can place this. As I say, when you got to do it from this far away, it's a bit hard to judge it. Because, it's not quite, I don't know. I just find this on a strange system where they did a really good system of building, and then they made this bit, you know, a little bit fiddly. Trying to get, it's like, I don't know. It should just lock in, shouldn't it? You know, No Man's Sky has got absolutely perfect. Well, when you do it, it absolutely totally locks in every single time. It never goes wrong. But this, you know, I find a little bit iffy. It's like it is, it isn't. You know, you can't quite tell. And then you put it down, then you find out. Oh, it's all right. Okay, I was lucky that time. I got again more wood pieces. Don't forget left trigger, left trigger. Try and force that into your brain. Left trigger, left trigger. That's the way to go. Can I do a wall? So I could do the wall now. So you get used to the system, but it's a little bit fiddly when you first do it. But you could do the snap feature. So doing walls and floors and things, you know, just snap them in. But when it comes to the other bits, you know, it can be a little bit gruesome. Right, okay, I'm getting the hang of doing that now. I'll do it again though, don't worry. Oh, wrong ones again. Oh, I did the wrong one. Right, door. I'll put a door in at some point. Right, okay, more stuff. More stuff. Right, so it takes a while to build it first house. Once you've built it, you know, it's all good stuff, isn't it? So I hope the sound is coming out alright, you know. Could because the battery's gone is undone the sound. So, if so, I hope you're enjoying the silence. Right, okay, so yeah, when you start off, you know, you got to do this, build this, you know, get everything ready. You know, it takes a little while, but once you've done that, then we can go into the action-packed part of the game, which is, you know, the combat, getting there, getting dirty, and, you know, give them a good whooping. Especially if you come from whooping. This is my place, actually. Sorry, it was a pretty poor joke. Right, so we'll just do a few of those. Right, okay, snap, crackle and pop. Now, as I say, it gets very dark at night. You know, why they do that in games is, oh, let's make it so dark I can't see a thing. Yeah, I don't know why they do that. It's a little bit strange, I think. But, you know, they come up with this stuff, don't they? It's the wrong one now. That's the wrong one. That's it. Right, okay, let's see if we can fit this into the equation. Jess is better than me at this, because I don't know if she can eyeball it better, but then she's probably got better eyeballs than I have. So as you can see, you know, when it gets at night, this is when building becomes a real headache. And you know, sometimes, you know, you think you've got this and it doesn't, you know, but you can kind of, the thing is, you can blend it, and that's what I like about this, is it's a good blender. It's like, you do that and it just blends and it all matches. I know you can't see because there's, you know, the lighting. Why they have this red? I mean, the Ark has also got it. Now, as you can see, it's not quite right, you see, and that's the whole thing wrong with this thing. Is you think it's right and it's not, and that's something I find a little bit annoying about this game. Is just when you think it's right, it's not quite. It's I know, just fiddly doing this last bit. It's like, is it in, you know, is it a bit more? Is I don't know. I just wish it was better at doing this, because you do that. Yeah, that's lined up with that, but it's not. So yeah, it's my only problem. I find it could do a tweaking so that it's a little bit better. I'll tell you what, you need a lot of this woody stuff, don't you? So yeah, more plant pots. So there's a lot of this going around getting plant fibre, you know. But you know, if you want to, you know, because obviously, you know, that could be tiring for some people. But what you can do is, at the beginning of the game, if you go back to the main menu, you can go in and you can tweak these settings so that, you know, every time you knock down a tree, you can get twice the resources. So you can do that if you want. And all that is. Looks like some creature. Very tempted to. Now, should we do it with the blade? Oh dear, yeah, they do kind of come out at night. It seems to be a night thing. I wonder if I've got any food. Let me just see if I've got any food, because I'm very aware that I could get completely mortified here. Yeah, he is coming. But, you know, can block. Give him a good Nancy dance. Right, we'll lock on the easy then. You don't do this. Backstab him. Take him out. I like to do the old backstabbing. Just haven't quite got it yet. But, you know, it's always a bit slow. Just saying that just for a joke. Some of these are really tough, but these with the little humpback, you know, they're not too bad, you know. Yeah, I've been practicing this one, and it's a lot easier now. I do like it when it's a good dodge. It really takes you around the back and doesn't, you know, doesn't mess around. There you are. See, I'm getting better, see? And I'm taking a little bit less damage now. Alright, okay. Got rid of that. So I've had, you know, I've had a little play with this. I've been kind of having a little play around, trying to get used to the systems. You know, I think that's probably what I should do before I play a game. Is just have a little play, just to make sure that, you know, I just understand the system instead of you, like, you know, watching me, you know, why can't you do that? You know, not seeing the obvious always. So, you know, I'm trying to use my brain as best as we can, but, you know, it does tire me out. So I hope you find this. I got to make the blocks first. Yeah, make the blocks first. Again, left trigger. I'm just slowly getting the hang of it now. Right, then a few more of those. Yeah, you seem to need an incredible amount of these. You know, because I'll probably be able to do one block. And, you know, right, I know what you're saying. Night time. Well, so I'll tell you what, it will sleep and I'll show you how quick it is. Ready? Like what? Look at the sun. Look at there through the window. Look, see that? Bang! And as soon as she turns over, she's like, "Oh, there you are. It's morning now. I've woke up." So it's pretty quick. I think I'm going to sneeze. Try not to sneeze. Right, okay. So it is nice and quick now, as you can see. Right, okay, so, you know, it's almost, you know, with me, you know, if it's near enough, I'm quite happy. Jess, you know, that's the old thing. But, you know, she needs to be at her age. Sorry, Jess. It's just joking, honestly. Just joking. Wonder why that's red there. Right, so, yeah, it looks like that's meshing in nicely there. Right, so sometimes, you know, you might have to just, you know, tweakeride it a bit. Yeah, it's all about nothing one. So yeah, you kind of. Here you are. See, I'm getting the hang of it now. But yeah, you'll probably hit that back button all the time. Jess, she's still doing it even now. I'm still doing it as well, but I'm doing it less so because surprisingly it's hardwired into my brain now, which is unusual because Jess is usually the one for hardwiring. But I've used all the fibrous. Now, the biggest issue with this game is, you know, and I'm not saying it's awful because there are worse ones. Is it the stamina? Why is it all these games give you tiny amounts of stamina so that you can't even? Because it's all, you know, you get a bunch of them all coming at you all at once, you know, masses, tons of them, right? And you got to keep moving away to get some stamina back. Please, will you just give us more stamina? Make it a little bit easier, because they have endless amounts of stamina. And I don't mind if you even it out, so, you know, they run out of stamina as well, but they never run out of stamina. So at least even the odds so they run out of stamina, or give us more if you're not going to do that. It's a simple process. Just give us a slightly bit more, okay? It's not a lot to ask. But no, you want to make us seem like, you know, we can't do anything unless we've eaten something 5 times a day. We eat regularly, otherwise we'll fall to bits. You know, we're not quite as bad as that. We have a tremendous amount of stamina. You know, see what I mean about trying to fit this in. But it does beautifully mesh. Look at that. It beautifully, and that's the wonderful thing about this game I love is the fact that it does that. And again, we're out of stamina. So these roofs, for some reason, seem to take, even though it was just like one little side panel there, seems to take, whereas when I do the other ones, I seem to be able to do a load of walls. It's kind of odd, never mind. But anyway, so you need a lot of fire. Don't worry, it does get easier because, you know, you can pick up more stuff, you can get fibre from other things, and also in the world, you'll find there are farms or something with absolute tons of fibre. So don't think, you know, don't let this beginning bit put you off where it's, oh god, it's a lot of gathering I got to do. It eases as the game goes through, so don't worry too much about it. Yeah, these little reminder things, you can turn those off if you want. If it gets a bit annoying, you know, little info, little stuff like that, you can turn that off if you want. Right, I just want to get a few more. But basically, you have no land left by the time you finish picking all this up. So we'll just grab a few more stranders and then we can get going. So, you know, this kind of slows you right down doing your first house. If I can find it, there it is. But yeah, stamina is the biggest enemy because, you know, it takes a while, doesn't it? I mean, you drink some water. I must admit, I've got water on me. Did I say water? Sorry about that, bad English. I'm a really bad advert for the English language, to be honest. But you know, we're down here in Cornwall. We're not bred very well. You know, I was intelligent and quite clever when I was young, but since I moved down to Cornwall, it's like, oh, I've got to do more roof pieces. Yeah, I keep forgetting that. It's a funny system. You've got, you know, just let us have stuff and build from the bit of wood. So it's a bit old, you've got to do that, but you know, has its moments, I suppose. So let's try that again. See if we can get this last bit synced in, shall we? Right, so yeah, delicate process. You've got to get it just right, you know, it kind of wants to go in, it doesn't want to go, you know, it's kind of really difficult getting this just right. So I just wish they sort this little bit of fiddliness out, because it's like it goes one way and then you go, you know, is that it? Is that it? You know, it doesn't quite mesh sometimes. There's a little bit of it. Right, we seem to have, oh, we just got to do a top. Now, as you can see, it's slightly skew-ifo, but I'll tell you what, you know, I'll just get rid of that. I think that's slightly off. Let's see if I can rotate this. So you'll probably do a better job than me. I'm not really good at this stuff, you know, I can't eyeball it very well. So, you know, it seems like it's alright and then it isn't alright. Well, I think it's possibly this one's wrong, isn't it? So let's take that one out. So yeah, it's a little bit, you know, tricky trying to fit this in. Right, okay, I think that. Oh, how do I do that? How do I possibly do that? Didn't make a lot of sense, did it? Oh, well, I think it's because it's gone too far. Yeah, you've got to kind of mesh it. Yeah, it's really difficult to get this to mesh in that bit. It's like, cool, you've got to fiddle around with it, trying to like, is it in it? Is you know, it's a little bit. Well, I think that's it. Yeah, you see what I mean? It's kind of, oh no, okay. It's too freaking complicated for me. It's so you know, you could just do a flat roof. I'm just going to do a flat roof because it saves a lot of effort, doesn't it? I've also got to think again. But yeah, it kind of don't want to fit in here. You could say, "Oh, I turned the snapping on." You know, you know, you'd have thought it, just be, you know, just naturally flake in, but it doesn't. So yeah, it's a bit iffy. It needs a little bit of fine tuning this, because you know, it's like if I put it in the middle, it will perfectly match. But I don't know, it all just seems a bit off. And I always seem to want to do these little awkward tiddly bits at the tiddles. I don't know, I must be seeing this from or something. Ah, that's better, isn't it? Ah, right, okay. Yeah, and again, look, you know, see, just when you think you had it right, that's because you can't see the other end. You know, it's really hard to judge this, I find. I just can't seem to get this right. So it's near enough. It's near enough. I ain't got much patience, Jess. She wants it to be perfect all the time. But... Right, okay, so we got he's got a bed. He's happy. So now let's do the next stage. Okay, where we need, you know, if we're going to go down there and mash up those filthy creatures, we need some decent armour. All upgradable items on a backpack are listed here. Okay, oh yeah, because this guy does upgrades for you. Okay, now you need certain things to do it. So runes, all right. So handsome using these runes or something else. All right. Each perk costs. We gather runes by salvaging weapons and other equipment. So this gives you a lot of stuff, a lot of loot. Okay, but the beauty of the system is, with all that loot, you can, you know, you might go, oh, well, that's not much better than what I've already got, but you can destroy it and you get runes from doing it. So that's the good part of the game, is you get a ton of loot, but you can scrap the loot and turn it into the things to upgrade your weapon. So in that way, that is a really good thing about this game, is you can just trash stuff and use that, which is great, isn't it? Now let's see what we need to do an outfit, because obviously we've got a crummy outfit, and it's probably a good idea if we had a decent outfit. Now yeah, it's just that one. So we need some animal fur, metal strips, and some string. Now you thought, I know, you should be just draw it straight from a box. That would be the easy way. What was it? Metal scraps? It's not metal scraps. Oh, we haven't got many. Right, okay, well, first of all, we'll dump some stuff in there, shall we? Let's dump a load of stuff in there. Like, now all this stuff. I may have some in here, actually. What do you say? Runes. Might not have enough. So I'm going to dump a load of stuff in there. Right, this will be handy because I can eat that. But we'll dump all this in the box. Oh, it's full, is it? It's full. It's full. Okay, right. Anything else? No, I can't do anything else. Okay, so it's our first problem. Boxes. We are going to run out of boxes all the time. Now we can do a bigger box now, which, you know, is still a small one. This one, you see, you can actually, if you go here, items stored here can be used for crafting from anywhere in the base. So these are the better ones, but the resources are a little bit more significant because you need active mycelium and sprout spores, whereas this just needs nails and logs. Alright, so we just need a few nails. So we just got to nails and ask him to do some for us. Well, can I throw you? Where's nails? Can you do nails? You can do nails. I need some metal scraps. I've got to take out of the box. Yeah, alright, it takes a while for me to learn this stuff. Come on. You know, I know I'm a bit sluggish, but those metal scraps. Well, hang on, it said nails. So I need metal scraps as well. I haven't got many metal scraps, have I? Let me think about this. Got what I was doing now. Hang on, it's him, isn't it? Yeah, you got to go into his. Where's the box? Hang on, my thicker. Oh yeah, it's on the. God, so it takes a while to sink in. I haven't been playing this, you see. Right, let's do a couple of boxes. Right, now you know we'll need a lot of these. All right. Now, before you move it, you have to empty it. You know, it's a little bit disappointing. I would have liked that to be not so. Right, let me first of all throw some stuff in here, because you've got to constantly do this. Throw stuff away so that, you know, you got space. So this would be a constant problem. So, you know, like this one, for instance, you know, I could click on that and I could salvage it and get some things. But I'd like to have a spare weapon because they lose their efficiency quite quickly, don't they? Right, so what God, I was going to do now. Oh yeah, I was going to chuck some boxes in there. That was it. Oh, hang on. Got to come out of that. Sorry, I'm a slow learner. I know it's excruciating watching me, but I'm doing my best under severe circumstances. Now, of course, that's why by default it doesn't do it at the front. That's another little issue. Bless you. It does seem a bit odd. Why is it facing to the side or the back? It does seem a bit odd to me, but there you go. So little things like that is what's going to turn this thing, you know, and make it 10 times better, isn't it? So I think that'd be a good thing to do. So I'm gonna dump a load of this stuff in here, like average stuff. Maybe that. Probably don't need that. The weapon I might that's 17. So I'll tell for a minute. Put that one there, and we'll put that one there. Oh, keep forgetting that. I keep forgetting that you've got to be out of it to do it. Yeah, I told you I'm slow. Did it go back in? Yeah, it did, but then I want to place it where I want to place it. So why I did it over there when, you know, I've got a front bit spare, I'll never know. It's a little bit odd. So what I'm going to do is take that out. So it's a bit odd you got to do this, but you can do it with a mouse. So maybe I'll do it with the mouse. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this delicately here. While I'm there. Alright, I'll move that there then. And then I'll delicately... Where is that other... Did I drop it or something? Where's the... I'm not completely thick, aren't I? Where's that other salt? Oh. Hang on, I swear I'm losing my mind of it. I thought I... Where's that other salt? Oh, there it is. Why is it doing that? That's a little bit odd, isn't it? I'll put it there. Yeah, it does seem a little bit clanky. Now, I'm going to put that there. Not sure why, to be honest. Now, and I may put that there. And I probably don't need that. But I'll keep that for a moment. Now, I better store the string because, you know, you can. Whoops. If you press that, it goes away. So, oh, I can't put it in there. All right, okay, let's put it in there then. So, we'll see. So, because you know, we're going to need a lot of stuff, and you know. So let me. I'll tell you what. I'll put some of those in there as well. I don't need the old ones. Right. Okay. Let's go and see if we can get some stuff. So we need some of that shrouded stuff. So it means we've got to go in the shrouded bit. Right, I've got a bomb there, but you know, by the time I get across to that, I'll probably be dead by then, because you know, by the time I've gone across all the, you know, that's the only trouble with this system. Is it takes a while to get. So what I think I'll swap these and swap these, because I generally need the chopper. And I'll keep you. I like to have you know things. The one thing in the middle, and then have things either side, so I don't have to go quite so far up to the end. Right, now what I'll do is I'm going to click on this, and I'm going to, how do I do it? Press it, and then use it. That will give me some stamina, okay? And then I'm going to press it again, and take a meal. Well, that didn't do it, did it? Do that, and now we're full up. I could do with some water, really, because our stamina will depend on it. So I'll go with the blades for a minute. So, somewhere... not quite sure where. Where is it we came in? Now let's look at the map a minute. I think it's somewhere along here. I think there's a well. So that's where we get our water from. But yeah, these things are slippery, but it has a little bit of give with it, so it's not. Oh dear, have I got myself an awkward corner? That's why we have jump buttons in games, ladies and gentlemen. Right, there should be somewhere, if I can find it. There should be a well somewhere. I think it was at the very end of the village or something. Yeah, you see what I mean about this stamina? You know, 100 yards, bam, we can't walk anymore. Ah, there it is down there. Right, okay, it's a little well. So don't forget it's a little well. Come back every now and again. That's a little rabbit creature. Right, we'll have that. Okay, now we're nicely full up. May as well grab that. So let's try going down into that horrible place. Although I've got to find out how do I get there. I don't know where the pathway out of here is. Maybe it's this path. Ah, yeah, I think it is. Ah, right, now we're getting it. I see if I can get this thing. No, it's just like, it doesn't seem to want to reach him, do it? I'll try again, but they're pretty nippy. Sorry about that, but, you know, I do need the loot. It's more like that. So, you know, because I can cook it up and have a nice little dinner. Right, let's go down here. I usually run because it takes ages otherwise, doesn't it? Right, now this, you know, refills every now and again, but, you know, not massively often. So, you know, as you see, it's still not filled yet. So, you know, there's a little bit of time in between. Right, let's go down into the dodgy zone, I like to call it. Right, let me first of all, can I craft like a shield? Craft. What do I need to make this? Oh, I may have forgotten that. Right, okay, well, can I do the... No, we can't really do a hat either, can we? So let's risk going down here into the horribly enshrouded bit. But, you know, stay on the path, you're fairly safe, but as soon as you know, go off the beaten track, well, you could just get your head ripped off. So be a bit careful. And at night, you know, there's more of them. So see the little lamps? You'll light up these little lamps as you run by. Then you've got to get all the bits that are flying around. But, you know, it makes sense, Ghost. It does make sense. Ghost is the most intelligent man I know. Probably the only one I know. I don't get that as much as I'd like. Daggers? Let's go with the daggers. So yeah, you can extend that. I'll leave it for a minute. I know I could have done it last time, but I couldn't bother. I'll just look around, see if there's any nasties. Now you could hack away at this. Always use the chopper, by the way. It's the quickest method of chopping, alright? So, well, that's the wrong button. So we need a bit of that. The rubble too, if you go into that one, you know, you can get some of this rubble. This is good for making stuff. Dig holes, you also find things like treasure, so there's something like a little wispy, right? Oh look, there's something twinkling there. That's probably because there's something hidden there. Some places you actually have to dig, and you know, it doesn't tell you it's got a little tinkle there. And you know, then some up there. So you know, sometimes you'll get clues to things, and so you know you can find those as well. So we can pick up some of these, which I think is this shrouded liquid stuff, which I think I need for something. Alright, so there's the post. So you light up these little lamps, you see. You're fairly safe on the road. You start wandering off, you'll get a lot of other critters come along and try to rip your head off a little bit. So let's see if we can like progress up here a bit. But it's a good idea to smash these little buckaroos because they give you wood, all that kind of stuff. Very short animation, nice and fast. I like it. Anything that looks like it's got metal on it, bang it, because it's probably, you know, I missed the path. I did miss the path, right, okay. Right, so now I've got to go into these sodden pits of the wasteland. Oh, that sounded horrible, didn't it? And then up here, I think it was. So it takes a little bit of a while to get going, but once you get going on this, my god, this game opens out. It really does. God, some of the armours in that you get is, wow, absolutely fabulous. I say fabo because I'm, you know, I'm with it. Sometimes wonder if I'm with it. Right, so yeah, you'd be forever running probably, otherwise it takes all day, doesn't it? Oh look, there's somebody on the bridge. Now you could sneak, of course. How'd you sneak? Like that. Okay, so you could sneak. Now the archers or the people that throw bombs or whatever, they are a pain in this game. I absolutely detest them. Right, let's just do a bit of stabby wabby. But you might get a bit annoyed by that, so don't do that. Let him finish his little routine and then you can't use blocking though. But you can't now those are the guys I'm on about. Those guys hit you from if you're stuck behind a wall, it seems to get through the wall. So these are real pain in the balls, these guys. And I know they keep shooting even though you're smashing the living daylights out, and they sometimes still keep shooting at you, which is a bit odd. One of the things in games I don't like is why the hell are they still shooting when they're like practically knocked unconscious? That's what I have worked out. Don't want to do that one. Probably because of the crummy axe. Right, let's climb up here, see if there's anything nice up here. And there's a little bit of metal. Now that you've got to search, and it could have some metal in it. There's some metal. Oh. That's why I'll jump up. Oh. That could be something. What was that noise? There's something down there. I don't think I want to go down there. Now avoid those. Now you can disarm them by doing that. Okay, but yeah, they will bite your head off. So you can do that. You can place them in your pocket as well. No. So although we couldn't swing across the thingy, we can at least do this. But if we want to get across here, actually we might be able to do that. So you can kind of go around like that. Now you can jump across here. Look. So it's got a nice. I like the jump in this. It's a really nice jump. It's not like. But you can get. I don't think you can go all the way across. Oh look. So there's nice stuff there. So we need some metal and some of that. So although you've got to chop down trees, you just smash this stuff. It's just as easy. So I like it in a game, but if they have smashing, at least it rewards you for smashing. It's things like Dark Souls where they hardly ever give you anything. That's where I find it a waste of time. Don't put it in if it doesn't work. Basically. Yeah, watch out because occasionally you'll fall down these things. So you need a grappling hook. Right, so at least we got across here. So at least we're exploring the world a little bit and getting accustomed again. You could grab a bit of that. I quite like these daggers. I haven't really tried doing it with daggers yet. Right, now don't forget you can fall off these things. It don't like lock you on or anything. So be a bit careful. Make sure you time these jumps precisely, otherwise that can happen. Alright, now this is where the problem with the game comes in. Is luckily you keep what you've got equipped. So that's the good side of it. We had the stuff on us. We've only lost the stuff in our bag. So that's a blessing at least. But now we have to go down there and get it back. And it shows with that red thing on your compass. See, it looks like something's, something's growling, red teeth, something killed me, So that's where it is. So let's go and get it, shall we? Now, I know what you're saying. Shouldn't you be doing something about your health? Yeah, it should. So I'm going to do that. Take that. So that's the slow recovery one. And yeah, it's flipping slow. So this is the start of the game where you might be tempted to alter the settings. Because we had this in Conan where you lose all your stuff. And the trouble is in Conan, when you go back to get your stuff, you get completely mobbed. And by the time you've picked up the stuff, you're already dead. So it's really difficult to get your stuff back. In this, it's not quite so bad, but you could still, die again, going back and getting it. you know, especially if you get attacked. So we've got 50 some odd meters to go. Luckily, you know, we killed the enemy, so we're alright. So we just got to hustle back to where we were, which was kind of, I don't know, over there. Oh, I'm not trying to remember the way now. I think it was up here, was it? Hope this is right. But yeah, because you're running all the time, because obviously there's no time limit, you know, it does stay for quite a while, so it's not too bad. But you know, some people might be tempted, oh, I don't want to drop this stuff. So, and I think a fair few people will do that, because it is annoying when you're on a mechanic where you lose all your stuff, and it's like, oh, I spent hours doing that, and suddenly you lose all your stuff, and it's like, oh god, yeah. So it can be a little bit annoying. And this is where, when it gets dark, I don't know about you, but when you play a game and you can't see at night, it makes the game extremely difficult. Did I actually die here, or did I fall down? I can't remember now. Because it doesn't tell you whether it's up or down, that's in trouble. And of course it's more dangerous at night. Yeah, I think I fell all the way down the bottom, didn't I? Which could be a problem. Yeah, how are you going to get down there? It's good. I could jump on there. It's a little bit iffy though, isn't it? I don't think I fell here. Oh, it did. Right, okay. So yeah, press retrieve. It's just one button, but you still got this. Sorry, 2 buttons. So you have to do it twice. So what I might do is go back, but I probably won't make that jump, and that's a little bit of a problem in this, is whatever way we go, we can't get across the last bit, because, you know, you need the grappling hook at one end, and there's a big jump there, and we're not going to make it. So I'll see if I can like drop down somewhere where I'll take less damage. Maybe I can do it, but I've got a feeling I can't. Yeah, so this is where it gets a little bit awkward, especially when it's dark and you can't see a thing. It does make it very awkward. Is it possible I can... No. Now, of course, to make it easier, it might be better to just go back here. I'll tell you what, we'll do that. I can sleep in the bed. I'll not do it at night, because... Yeah, I just wish they'd do something about the overall brightness of the game. They make them nights. I mean, surely that's just a simple setting. Just you know, just make the nights a little bit lighter. I mean, see, it's like dark out there, look. And then when she turns over, it's like morning. There you go. So yeah, it's quite quick, isn't it? Right. Okay. So I think what I'll do now, I still got that fire. I still haven't got a fire. Right. Okay. Let's do the fire. So you can craft a fire, just need some wood. So we'll do a fire, and then we'll place it. I won't place it in that corner, I'll place it... Well, actually, I'll tell you what, let's make a fire. Wrong one. Let's do the workbench. Now, this repairs it as well. Right, I need a little fire first. So we need some stone. Okay, stone. Now, you can draw it from the bins. So there are some that will draw it straight from the bin, so you can do that. Right, so we'll do that. I'll do my own bed, but I just snuck in here so you don't mind, bloody chap. So we'll just, I don't know, we'll stick this. I tend to like it by a door. I don't know about you, but I'm into doors. So it's not on my hotbar, is it? So yeah, you always got to do this manipulation of the thingy. So it's a little bit annoying, because you can imagine trying to do this in the middle of battle, although you wouldn't be doing this in the middle of battle, so that's rather silly. Right, so we're gonna, again, you could do this snapping mode, okay, and which I've got to do right. Yeah, it's a kind of old system, but I can see so you can have it, like that. So we'll put it there, all right, and then we'll cook. All right. Now, it just so happens to be so it does highlight, you know, if you have something ready to cook on, if it's on your bar. Right, just press, hold it, and then release. So as soon as you go whoosh, do it. Otherwise, it'll burn. All right. If you got any on the other hot bar, you know that will show up. All right. So now that we've done that, we could eat that by pressing E, therefore extending our bar. All right. Now, what did we pick up? Did we pick up some of the things? Apparently I did too for some reason. Looking back, I think that was a stupid move. I might put that there, it might come in handy. Oh yeah, I've also got a water bottle. So what we can do is we'll go back to the water area. I can remember where it is. Yeah, it's funny that they you know, they don't kind of mark stuff. It's like they, you know, didn't mark where the thing is. So I wish they'd put a little bit more effort into the map. Because, you know, you've got to kind of work out where you are all the time. I think it's near here, isn't it? Yeah. But what you can do is, when you go, you can do drink from, but if you go to the bottle, is it the bottle? Have I got a bottle? I think I got a bottle on my bar. So if I push the bottle in the bar like that, okay, I think I can go to it like that, and then I can refill it. So I just press it, right, hold, and it's now fully filled. So you can have these little bottles if you want, but you can also have a drink as well while you're at it, and you notice your stamina goes up. So that's why it's important to do the drinking bit, is because of this stamina. All right, so stamina, you know, that's what it's all about, and it's stamina. Right, what do I need to do the rest? Again, you could fast travel back, you know, say you walk. But it's kind of down here to the right. I should have done it near the road really. Oh, there's a wolfie. Well, okay, Mr. Wolf, you can click him from a certain distance away. You know, around the back, sneak around the back, got him. So I quite like this combat system. It's fast, vicious, gets in there, does the job. It's not slow. It's not like Elder Scrolls, you know. It's sharp, snappy. So you know, this is what you call, you know, hitting quick. You know, look at it. Oh, beautiful. You know, cool. You know, that's what you call. You know, that's a good one, isn't it? No light, no heavy. Those are little things we can get later. Right. Now, I'm going to go to skill in a minute, so I've got any points. No. But as you can see, look at all these different builds. A ranger, a beastmaster. So, you know, all kinds of good stuff. Bombs, spirit of animals, you know, then you got the survivor, you know, desert stomach, you know, because survive the vicious, you know, oh, look at that. It's decreased by fit, so you can do all that. You know, you can be an athlete, swimming, running, you know, running away from battle. You could be a barbarian, smashing them with huge hammers. You can be a warrior, swift blades, all that kind of. Probably go down a swifty blado route. I always like doing a fire. So you could be a tank, you know. You know, you can be a battle mage, you know, so, you know, it's a nice mix of, you know, but you can mix and match all these things and make whatever you like. Healer, wizard, you know, trickster, you know, or tricky old trickster. Or you can do like, oh, look, magic powered punch. Didn't even know they had that. So, yeah, some real good builds in this. Shame I can't do anything. Right, right, let's have a think what we're trying to do. We're trying to do some armour, want some better armour. So we needed fur. I think we need fur. So we could just hunt some animals. Right, the wolf area is coming around here. It's kind of a few little animals. It's kind of some wolves here. I tend to run because it's just, look at them not running. But I think somewhere around here there's some creatures in certain, you know, thick wooded areas. Ah, look, there's a vicious thing there. Sorry, love. So also nice woolly numbers as well. Right, another one there. Yeah, they are pretty fast, but you can, you know, catch them up. With the blade, I find, you know, that's a good way of killing them. If you do it with the knives, they tend to be like jerk forward. So, you know, they kind of do that, so you can't keep up with them. So, you know, different things for different things. What sense does that mean? But yeah, I don't know why things are red. Probably got the same problem as that. Previous, don't think it's the same engine. Right, is there any more creatures? No, we could, of course, you know, we could of course, you know, get these guys, but we're in the Enshrouded area here. Just slip around the back. Hang on, I'm quite effective at doing this due to my large brain. Haven't got much in it though, it's no trouble. So this stuff here, you know, now I'm wondering what that is. It's this thing here. It likes to take you out and, you know, not sure what that is actually. I wonder if it tells you. Oh dear, all got caught by the vicious little yeah, the man with the spear, you know, can be a bit tricky. And want to go around the back? Go around the back, you know. I've had a little practice with you know, a couple of different types, although I haven't done the daggers yet. So yeah, I must admit that's a good one. Slip around the back. You know, Ghost would love that, wouldn't he? Ghost, he'd lap it up, wouldn't he? There you go. Keep it in until it disappears. You'll need active mycelium or something. I think that's the first time I've actually said it right. But yeah, you can, you know, do it so you get more per hit. You know, you can fiddle with all the settings. You know, when they made Valheim, you know, they did some accessibility things, so they can make it a little bit easier. It became a game that me and Jess could enjoy. You can just ease off on that extremely difficult combat phase that a lot of these games like these days. They like you to suffer, don't they? I don't know. I used to like games when you could just enjoy them. You know, is that a dying breed? It's like Dark Souls come along, changed the whole landscape, and now we're all dying every 5 seconds because they've just gone Souls-like. I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of it. I think it was a backward step. So yeah. So also, oh yeah, I didn't show you this, did I? So these are the buffs. So look, roads provide comfortable travel and reduces stamina. So if you stick to the roads, look, see, you won't run out of stamina so quick. There are no threats nearby. I'm not comfortable, warm or sheltered, sitting or sleeping. Okay, and I have that. So that's giving me plus 40 health, plus some stamina regeneration, and the mushroom is giving me magic damage. So didn't even know that. Right, what was that I need? I needed fur. Right, let's go back to the house. Now you can't have a little guy roaming around the house if you want, but you know, you have to run around trying to find him all the time. So I didn't. So right, let's see what it is for an outfit. Oh, I just need some string. Some string. String, basically string. So going into the string section under crafting, and as long as I've got the correct. There's no. Yeah, that's another thing about the crafting is obviously there's no space in your backpack. There's no space in the backpack. So, any meat on there? No. So this is where the old. I'll go into here, shuffle about with all the boxy shuffling and stuff. So yeah, can take a while to do. Didn't mean to put that in, to be honest. Right, so we'll put away what we can to try and keep the things we need. Although I know I may have probably do the wrong thing. No? No. Right, okay, let's hope I've got the right thing to do it. Right, so where's the fire? So if I go to here, so we always got to keep doing this. It's really annoying. I'm the man, you know, do this. If it's in backpack, now you just go on it and just, you know, cook. Alright. Oh. That's the wrong one there. So yeah, don't get too close, otherwise the thing will go through the fire. You won't be able to see it cooking. Most satisfying crackling sound, isn't it? Now when I take this, you know, my health will shoot up. Right, okay, let's make sure we, we got rid of some more stuff in the box. So let's put it in there, say. Let's store some more stuff. Don't know why I got a campfire on me. Well, string, wasn't it? String. So what do I need? The fibre, wasn't it? Is that what it is? Oh, I've got some. Okay, so let's do a few of those. Go to the old blacksmith here. See if we can do any of these. Oh, we needed cloth. We'll put the cloth away. Cloth? I should have put it near the bench, shouldn't I? Don't worry, you can pick up the bench. Right, and then we'll put it over here. Make a lot of sense, wouldn't it? So, of course, you've got to go into here and put it in your inventory. That's the only downside of this. You'll be doing this a lot. Get rid of something there to put something there. So, oh. Is that too fast for me to think then? So, yeah, there's a lot of this. Oh, there it is. I know. Let's put it in a cozy section by the window. Alright? Alright, so now we've got to pick up the... What was it? Was it that? No, it's wrong one. Wrong one, RayRay. Do that. And string. Is that right? Did I do it? I don't know. Oh, terrible memory. Terrible. Oh, torn cloth, sorry. See, that wasn't really easy. Right, okay. Oh, almost there. Almost there. Don't sing. I'm going to do some bandages, because I might need that. Right, can you do another one? Skip? Now, the trouble is I don't know what I've done now. It was my backpack. So, let me wear that. Did I do anything else? Let me just check the character a minute. You know, I don't want to make the same mistake as before. Right, apparently, I see, could do it just from, you know, that one. So, you know, but I haven't got the, you know, the foodies, you know, the fruities. The fruity bits. So I need the fruity bits. What do I need for that? Small string. All right, small string. Can I do more string? No, plant fibre. Any more plant fibre? No. There. If the thing's slightly open, you know, if it's a little open like that, means it's empty. Right? Right, some more plant fibre. So yeah, you know, tons of this stuff. It'll regrow eventually. But yeah, you might have to go far and wide, miles and miles to get this stuff. But you probably, if you get better equipment, you probably get stuff quicker. So you might have to, you know, go miles because you know, none of this is respawned yet. If you actually die or if you fast travel, I think it respawns. But you know, I'm only just making that up, of course. Right, so this is if I fall now, I'll go back to there. So it is like short thoughts. Well, I might have enough now. Yeah, it takes a while to get going in this game, you know, obviously it's going to ease on you at the end. That's where my house is now. I'm always losing my house. I'll tell you what, I've got brilliant thought just came into my mind there. I could do that and ping it. Therefore I'll know where it is. Blimey. Do believe I've cracked on with something here. Who would have thought that, eh? Who would have thought I'd use my little brain to actually work out? Remarkable, isn't it? Right, we go on there, we get the old pants. You know, and then we can get into the real gory stuff. Right, I've got a hat. Get more string, do you? I may need more string. You might need a lot of this to start off with. No. Excuse me. Right, did I do a hat? let me just check my my character a minute. I didn't do a hat. Okay, did I do fetal calls? I did fetal calls. So I haven't done a hat yet. No, I haven't done a hat. Okay, just checking. So we do a hat. Okay, so now we've got all this. Now we should be able to face the first boss. But knowing me, I'll probably die. These. So there we are. Now we're nicely kitted out, and that's what you said before you go anywhere. You know, before you think about going down into the vicious area, you know, you should really like level up a bit. All right, so we leveled up a bit. We've got a decent weapon-ish. You know, that's the best weapon he's got so far. You know, so that's 10. That's 17. So we could go for that. You know, in a fix. And we've got a nice big sandwich, so we're all right. And we're looking quite neat in that. Now you can do it a little bit further away if you want, but so what might be a good idea is put that meat on the hot bar. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm not. I'm going to have these bombs as a possible explosion thing. This is a bandage which is nice and quick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap those two around. I may as well get rid of that one. I'll put that in a box. So let's put that in the empty box. This is going to be restoring our old clothes, so if we've got to go back, at least we can put our old clothes on. Where's the old things that I had on me? Oh yeah, if we press that button there, it shows that. Yeah, I don't think it's got the thing at the moment where you can do make it look like something else. So we can't do that yet. Right, now we could do with this thingy. So I think he does that or I do it. So yeah, obviously we could do with a copper axe as well. So I could do with that because that would be better, wouldn't it? Got to do shroud wood, so that's only in the shroud. That. Oh. Now, occasionally I think the wolves pop by just to introduce themselves. I don't know if he's attacking a creature outside, but I did. Is there a wolf here? Oh, there it is. Right, okay, get back. Yeah, this is Jess. Jess, I would call it Stabby because she loves Stabby. She does it in Avowed as well. You thought she'd change and try something different, but no, Stabby it is. Right, so let's put some of this stuff away because we don't want to be carrying all this stuff down there because we might lose it. You know how it goes. So let's put all this away a minute. Anything we don't need, let's put away, otherwise we'll lose it. I'll probably keep that torch. We already got a torch now, so I'll keep a spare one out there. Lockpick, I might keep the lockpick on me. And I might do that on me. So I'll do it. We'll get rid of that one, get rid of that. We'll probably get rid of that for a minute. We've got a bow, so maybe keep that. Let me just press this button because that'll tell me what damage it does. That does more damage, but I've only got 5. So I think I'll throw that one in, just keep it 20 for a minute. Right, that will come out of there, then go to there, and we'll move that onto my hotbar so that, although I could do that one. Actually, I'm going to drop that one in there as well because I don't want to lose that. I don't really want to lose that, so I might eat that now, right? See, yeah, we might lose that bottle. So what I might do is throw that. You tepid idiot. I can't help it, you got to keep manoeuvring all this stuff. So I'll take that out of there, put the bottle there, that come in handy. But it means we've got to flick to it. And that's the only downside of this. We've got to flick to it. Now, I'm a big fan of the health potions. So, the bandage takes a while to do it. So I tend to, like, have one of these handy. But I'll risk it. If I die, well, I die, don't I? Right, so let's risk it going down into that terribly vicious area and hope it don't go dark. Anybody know which way? I think it was this way. So, I could, actually, I could take some water with me. Oh no, I've got enough water. Although I could drink, tell you what, I could drink it now. I'll tell you what, let's be on the safe side, I'll drink some water now. You're going to jump over that. I'll let that one live today. But yeah, you will run out of stamina a lot in this. You can improve that by spending points in it and, you know, do more stamina. There you are, I've fulfilled that up. See, now I'm fully watered up. Alright, now can do like more fast travel points, of course. So let's make our way down. Is it that way? I always forget which way it is. Right, so I tend to run because, you know, it takes forever always. But you will run out a lot. You know, terribly slow. Bit like me, really. So it takes a while to get going in this, but once you get going, it's like, oh, blimey. Alright, I'll change my mind. But yeah, we got to destroy the plant object. So apparently there's some kind of thing here. Clear the elixir well. So let's mark that. Let's set that as a waypoint. Right, then I'll know the way. Alright, that's in case any thickies are listening. There's not any, I mean, I don't think there's any thick people about, but, you know, because I think it's just me, I think. So let's go down into the shrouded area. Keep coming down here, so we don't go in night time otherwise. But yeah, it's great out. Lights the way for you. It's terrific, isn't it? But you know, the enemy is gone now. I could, you know, reset that, but you know, always wait till like, you know, you're nearly out of it before doing it. I'm just going to run this bit, try and squeeze in as much as I can. There's nothing like squeezing. Tell you what, anybody like squeezing? God, you used to get the fairy liquid bottle and try and squeeze out the last little bit, and you had the fun you used to get out of that. No? Oh, alright. I must have had a pretty dull life, that's all I can say. Oh yeah, when you run out of stamina you can't climb obviously, so yeah, you gotta wait a little bit. I could take some vegetables, of course, you know, I could take a vegetable, you know, that might although I don't think it helped much. For so we'll try that again. You know, we're not Link yet. Whoops. So, where have we got to go? We've got to go to, yeah, oh yeah, we're looking for that marker thing. Right, let's have a look at the map. I've got to flick across. I wish there was just a button that said, you know, this is the map. Although we got to, hang on, we've got to go down into the shroud, haven't we? Oh no, we've gone through the shroud. Oh, he's kind of trying to lead me there. I'm going to take a shortcut. You know what I'm right. And don't forget, you know, it's different areas have different things, different substances, you know, different, all kinds of differentness. So, I could tell I'm a one-off, right now. I can do play silly things, tell silly jokes. I don't know, am I one-off or a two-off, what do you think? I think I should be going down there. Did I go the wrong way? Hang on. How do I get? Oh, it could be that I go this way. Oh yeah, because see that little red bit there? That's the dodgy bit. That. What that is? Oh, so I think I've gone the wrong way because obviously, you know, if I fall over there, I'll die, wouldn't I? Sorry about that. I could get this. I'll use the sword because I can't reach otherwise. I could do the meat actually. Oh, I thought for one time. Yeah, don't risk it. You know, you can't climb. Maybe we'll get this before the meat. There. So you got to press it twice, is a bit odd. Oh, what's this? Oh, wait a minute, this is the flint mine. Oh, look at this. Oh, yeah, some flint. Oh, yeah, flint. Now, because we've got a crappy tool, no, you just do it in ones and twosies. I speak funny, don't I? I don't know, what do you think? Are you into crafting games? I'm more into RPGs than crafting games. You know, rather than an RPG, good story, good combat. You know, Avowed, that's more of, that's not survival game. Okay, so there are, you know, some, I think there might be some meals in it, so, you know, but they give you, like, you know, big buffs pretty quick. You know, eat one and your health goes up. So it's not like this where it takes forever and you know, there is stamina in it, but you know, it's a nice quick stamina. I don't like incredibly low stamina because otherwise you just stand here and wait. So you know, I must admit I did a fair bit there before I ran out, but better equipment you'd probably get more stuff. So I'll get some of this flint because it'll come in handy, won't it? Well, I'm into stabbing at the moment, so a flint mine, so that's handy, isn't it? A bit of flintness. It's probably let's get rid of this, and then we think we might get a bit of metal. I mean, you don't always, but you know, it's a possibility. Now, if we had a grappling up, I think yeah, grapple up to there, but we haven't got a grappling up. Actually, what do we need to get a grappling up? Can I do it in my? No, I can't. I could do a bottle. Didn't realise I could do a bottle. Now I could do that, a firebolt, but I haven't got a staff. Oh, I have got a staff. But I'm going to get resin on me. Okay, it's the same I can do a shield, really, wouldn't it? No, I can't do that, can I? No, I ain't got any string. Alright, well, that's that. Right, now what? Yeah, I'm trying to find my way down to there. That's the trouble, because they ain't got routes. I'm not sure the correct route. I think there was that little way down that we had. So I think I've gone a little bit too far there. There's another one there. Also warfare. Right, stabby. Right. No, it's not locked on. Stabby, run back, stabby. I've been watching Jess and she's a big fan of stabbing, so I thought I'd join the club. Because I don't want to tie myself down yet, because you know, in the autumn when this comes out on console, bless it, because it's so much easier on console. I'm going to get into this and do recording, hit the press recording button and what's going on. You know, it's a right old soldier. That could be tricky down there, couldn't it? No, I don't think I can get... Oh no, that's the red stuff. Red stuff, instant death. So yeah, I had to find my way down there. I found this a little bit tricky to get to. So yeah, it's a pretty basic map. I wish it was... Oh yeah, and when you're wet, of course, that affects you heavily, doesn't it? Of course it does, you know, that's a new mechanic they brought in. Oh, when I'm wet, I can't run. I don't know, I just find that a little bit odd. Oh, suddenly I'm wet, I can't run anymore. Oh, I'm going at like quarter speed. Really? I mean, honestly. When have you ever seen that? You know, yeah, I know it's a game, it's not real life, but it should have a resemblance of real life. I mean, you don't have to, but... You know, at least have a little bit of, you know... Oh, probably magic isn't real life. I think I went the wrong way. Took a wrong turn somewhere. But you know, there's supposed to be a big boss here, so you know, this is where you might be tempted to turn back. Oh, it's night time as well, isn't it? Oh, that sucks. Oh dear. I'm a little bit worried now because night time, bad time, really, bad time. So I'll tell you what, we'll run through because I'm a little bit scared, you know. I might be, you know, as push as they come, but, you know, I know my limits. Yeah, I can hear some horrible noises there. Right, we've got 4 minutes to get out, and it's just up the rise there. There we go. Soon be out of it. As soon as you're out of it, so you can just be part way out, and that's enough to refill. So I would like to sleep through the night. I'll tell you what, I'll fast travel back. Tell you what, there was a bed up here, wasn't there? Although you won't be able to see it in this dark. Is there a bed somewhere around here? Yeah, it's the only trouble with darkness, is you can't see a bloody thing. Yeah, you see what I mean about, you know. They make it flipping tough, don't they? I don't know about you, but I'm not a big fan of so dark I can't see where the hell I'm going. I think that's a, you know, I don't think that's a very good, you know, I mean, you know, it's a tricky enough game as it is, but, you know, not being able to see where you're going, you know, that's a big no-no, isn't it? Is that a house there? I mean, it's pretty red, that house. I don't know why, I just don't know why. There's only a couple of games that do this. But, you know, I don't know if you have ever seen a torch or a light of any kind, but they're not red. So I don't know where you get red from. Maybe it's, or it's like a basic, oh yeah, it's easy to do red, but the other's a little bit more complicated. Just seems a little bit odd to me. Right, can I make any of these? I need 10 spores. So I could do with that. Can you do that by getting them from foul enemies? I only need 2. I might be able to do this, you know. I've only got 8 shrouded wood. What's it come on now? Yeah, you can get rid of, oops. Like that. Get rid of that there. Shrouded wood. So it's like wood, but it's shrouded. Is there any wood here? Thought I had some. Ah, there's some. Ah, might just be enough. Shrouded wood. What was the other one? No, bench. Think about it. String and shroud spores. I think I've got some shroud spores in here. Is that enough? Now, what was the other one? Did that? String. Right, okay, string. Is it 2? Okay, it was 2. Yes! Oh, now it's coup de grace. Right, right, we need 4. Oh, we need some shrouded spores. But we got this. Right, okay, let's have a quick kip. Right. What's outside? Let's see. Dark. You know, less than 10 seconds. Bam. And it actually turns over, let's say, like, oh, it's morning. I like that. It's a cool mechanic. Right, we're going to go back. We're gonna go into the wispy, dusty area. Alright, see, we're flameborn, you see? Our magical abilities can cause these things to flame. Right, I'm just going to go into my backpack, see if I've got any nice crunchy meals. So this does some stamina radiation. Oh, I could have cooked that. I'll tell you what, oh, I should have cooked it, shouldn't I? I'll tell you what, we'll go cooking. Yeah. One thing about survival games, you always got to do the flaming cooking, isn't it? Well, I don't mind cooking, but cooking don't make it like, oh god, boy, I can't get through the game unless I cook. Yeah, Elder Scrolls type, you know, just nice and simple. Right, okay, cook. I probably haven't got on the hotbar, have I? No, I knew it. Right, let's put it on the hotbar. 1. I'll get rid of the bow for a minute. Video idea, should put the other one there. Right, okay, so then swap over to the other one. Let's go there, let's go for the big one. Oh. Right, hold. When it goes whoosh. There's the whoosh. Right, and just saying, hold. The X button, by the way, if you're on a PlayStation. It's probably the square if you're on a PlayStation. Did I say PlayStation twice? I might say PlayStation twice there. So there we've got 2 hunks of meat on there. That what we just equipped that in the equipment slot. Okay, where's it going? It's on there. Okay, so at least, you know, that's some of this game does well. It puts things in the thing and, you know, don't use up your inventory. So that's the kind of stuff I like. That's the kind of stuff I like. Right, now we get rid of anything we don't need because, you know, they will lose it all otherwise. Lockpick, I know, I might keep lockpick just in case, because there are sometimes, you know, lockpicking things. I'll get rid of that. So anything we probably don't need, I'll put in there. Otherwise we'll lose it. So it's best to keep this because otherwise you'll lose it. I might have said that already. Well, I might keep that because that will give me some energy, you know, some stamina regeneration. Alright, so we'll keep that for the big fight. Here comes the big fight. But for what I'll do is I'll keep that meat. So before you go into the shroud, that's when you're going to want to take all this stuff. Because I'm not sure if you can eat it in the shroud. I didn't get any water. I got a bottle of water. So I could go over here. I'm drinking that. Alright, because I'll definitely need that at some point. Right, okay. So we're alright for health. So we'll go for stabby at the minute, because Jess is a big fan of stabby. And this is a little dedication to Jess the stabby. Right, I'll save a little bit of that. Right, see, we'll go around twice. I mean, so we've got to follow that road down. So we might have to go off the beaten track into the dodge. And the only trouble with the shroud is I find the mist a bit too thick and you can't see where you're going. And then you like to leave little holes everywhere so you can fall down into stuff. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. Oh yeah, let's fall down into the stuff. You know, I don't know about you, but I don't particularly like that. Could be down there, I'm not really sure. It doesn't really help you much. You don't draw roads and say, oh no. But you know, generally if you stay on the path, you're a little bit safer. Right, okay, now we're getting into dodgy areas now. Right, what's this here? So I won't worry about, you know, I just worry about getting past any, oh! That was a, oh, here comes the, yeah, right, okay, here comes stabby creatures. Yeah, we'll collect that, oh yeah, there's also the man with, yeah, the man who throws the stuff. I absolutely detest that man, because he seems to hit up and, you know, 10 centimeters away. I'm just going to stabby peanut brain and kill him. I'm doing the stabby technique today. I shouldn't read that, because obviously that would be a bad, oh, I just flew over the top there. Just in time now. Right, okay. Alright, stabby. Right, yeah, you notice I'm a little bit of trouble there. I'll just take one of those. Give yourself time to do it though. Stabby around the back. Yeah, the guys with the bows, you know. Making fun of them. Right, oh, crikey. Yes, it's a bad idea coming down here. Yeah, oh dear. If I could take a bandage I would, but you know, it takes yeah, that's what I mean. Now, did you notice a little bit of a panic there? So you imagine I've got to go all the way back there without my armour, pick up that stuff, you know, by the time I've done that, and it'd probably killed me again. So this is where it's difficult, although I don't have to, because I've already got it. But, yeah, luckily I've still got, I know, packed lunch. But, yeah, that's the problem with bandages, you've got to wait. So, what I'm going to do the easy method, because this is what something I worked out very quickly, is don't be doing that, you know, go for the quick ones. You know, I'm not a big fan of things that, you know, take a while to regenerate. I want stuff fast, okay? Not, oh, let's do it a teeny weeny bit at a time, and that's like, you know, you've got to take it, put it in your mouth, you know. You could be dead by then. You can see how fast they're attacking me. Yeah, you don't get, you know, either slow them down or do the, you know, the animation quicker. So, you know, it's just a little tip to help out the poor unfortunates. So we kind of died there. We lost the stuff we were carrying. Hey, did I do it so I? Hey, I don't get that. Hang on a minute. Hang on, let me just return to the main menu a minute. Although it take me back to the beginning. Yeah, it's in trouble when you go back to the thingy. It takes you back. I could have done with a shield really, because I could block. Although we can, yeah, I should have blocked, shouldn't I? Thinking that one, bit thick sometimes, a bit thick. Right now, oh yeah. I don't know if I can take a meal. I think I can take a meal, but I'm going to change to that. Go for the big meal, right? Therefore, giving us a big ton. All right, and then I'll take a vegetable. Oh no, to press the wrong button. Yeah, that one is supposed to do that. Oh, I can't take another one. That's annoying, isn't it? So I'll press and eat that as well. So that means things are, go a bit off. I've got rested bonus. All right. I thought I just wait a minute. I thought I. Oh, I see. I'm on the wrong. Oh, I'm on the wrong one, am I? Oh yeah, I'm on the wrong one. So yeah, that's quick, but that is instant. So I prefer instant. Right. Okay. We haven't got much time. We died. We got to get me stuff. And we're supposed to be killing the monster. I know what you're saying. Didn't do much very good there, Ray, did you? Yeah, you could say that. Yeah, I must admit, I didn't exactly hit it off there, did I? Yeah, and as I see what I mean, it's like you got to walk slow, because otherwise your stamina goes so fast you won't believe it. So yeah, why they do this, inhibit you so much? Just basic stuff like just doing a fight. You got to keep running away all the time. What's the fun in? Oh, I've got to run away and get me a health back. It's not that, it's not fun, is it? You come out here, almost flip angle me while I was doing out. Right, let me get some of this critter stuff. Guys that throw the bombs, I tell you what, they never bloody miss. God. Yeah, you get surrounded by, It's only trouble, this is like Valheim. It absolutely, throws these things at you so flipping fast. Now I just pressed the button there to do the thing, and it didn't flipping do it. That's the only problem with this system, is when you have to, like, it takes too long to do it. But I'll tell you what, like Valheim, they like to throw a lot of things at you. See what I mean? I've come in and said hello, and it's like, my god, they're flipping, I'm completely lost now. Might have been a slight amount of panic there. Right, I'll tell you what, let's reset this, that'll be a good one. So you only get one chance of resetting it. I'm feeling this is where the thing is. So I think I'll bypass those. Trouble is, I'm a bit of a sucker, I see enemies, I'm like, oh, I'm going to beat them. I really shouldn't be doing that. I should be doing what Jess does and just run away. Because this area here, look, is safe. Because if you get by here, look, it's safe. And in fact, you can press this. No, oh, press the wrong one. No, hang on. I'll get there in the end. There's a certain button you can press, which, and I don't know what it is. Is it this one now? There's threats nearby. How do I sit? I've forgotten how you sit. Yeah, you press that and you got to hold it. So when you do the right stick, so you push the right stick towards you, okay, but still have that particular icon. Do the D-pad on that particular icon at the same time. So hold that and then press and hold, and then you'll sit. And then you replenish quicker. Right, we've only got 7 minutes to go down there, kill the boss, and get out. Although this guy's going to put pay for that. Yeah, these move incredibly fast. Why me and Jeff absolutely hate them, because they move incredibly fast. So, as you can see, I'm going to die here, aren't I? Yeah, so I'm not a big fan of bandages moving across the river, because you don't get time. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to go to this, because it's still on in. It's like, how are you supposed to? I can't even run away, for goodness sake. Oh, I can run away. Right, so immediately, I'm not by the boss yet. And, you know, I'm already getting flipping tarnished by these muckers. But yeah, you can see they're pretty tough, these guys. You know, Ghost probably do this now trouble talk with his super being. Right, so I've lost my healthy dose of salts now, so you know, flipping habit now, am I? So move that out, move that out, move that in, because that's all we got now. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to move that, and I don't know about you, but I like the more instant variety. So I'm going to put that one there and that one there because that one's quicker, and I'm somebody who likes quicker. And now I could do that, but again you've got to put this on your hotbar, you've got to flick between it. By then they're dead. Huh? You see how fast they hit you? They hit you really hard there. But what's this? I'll tell you what, that looks like it's doing more damage. 10, 17, 14. It's not. So if we level it up, that'll do more damage. Right, so we're all right here. But obviously, we could do some water. Where's that? Now, let me do the water bottle because that helps with stamina. Because you'll need every bit of it in here. Right, I've got to do that again. Now, they won't respawn unless I respawn. It's got to make sense. So, you know, I've got to go in here. I should have blocked, really. But yeah, you block, you know, you use stamina to block, that's an issue. I just out hit that one. Right, okay, good, we're getting there. We're getting there. Oh, it's got to lock on. Go on, try your luck, mate. Oh, right, well, if we're going to do that, you know, we've got to do it around the back. Okay, kill them quicker. Right, okay, we haven't got long. We've got to kill the boss and get out within 4 minutes. It's a bit of a lot of tools. I'll take it that's an explosive device of some sort. I'm going to go back up here, because I'm going to hear every second. Oh, I ain't got my rested bonus. Don't worry, get rested bonus back. So we'll do the D-pad down, alright, and then push and hold it. Hold it, and then you'll sit down, right? Okay, so that refills it. So the rested bonus means, because you're warm, you're comfortable, you'll get that rested bonus, and while you have that rested bonus, you know, you get more health and regeneration. That seems to be a thing in survival games, apparently. It's all the rage now. And that increases as you level up. So, right, okay, we've got to watch out for the filthy archers. Did I drop my stuff here, by the way? Oh yeah, there's my stuff. So, take that. Right, anybody know where we got to go? We got to... It says location reached. But what does that mean? Oh, I think we got to go down into the depths here or something. Somewhere along here, you've got to go down into the depths. Ah, here it is. Now, be careful because, you know, you can't fall off of it. Oh, yeah, it's kind of... I'll tell you what, we haven't got the grappling hook. Never mind, we need some grappling hook. Right, so what we've got to do basically is keep going down. And then we've got to face the vicious monster. There's, you know, I'll probably die. You know, and no, I was going to think about saving there, but... So, yeah, this is a difficult boss. We haven't got long. We've got 4 minutes to kill the boss at the bomb. If we can get rid of the shrouded bit that's down there, you know, the plant-like object, which I'm not sure is that. Yeah, if you fall into the red, you're dead. So, it kind of rhymes. But, beyond there is the filthy creature down there. Okay. There is a very filthy creature down here. And he is tough. And I'll probably die. Because I've got no health potions, alright? So, this ain't gonna go well. If I could reach that thing there and destroy it, I would, because that would take away the shroud. And I'd be able to hit him and get better. So, I'll see if I can sneak past. Go away at that thing. Try not to get too close to that plant. I wonder if I can get past. So if I can get... Oh, it would be a dodgy bit. I can get past this. Get to it without him seeing. I could hack it down. Trouble is, I could just get rid of that. Then, you know, I wouldn't have to worry about the timing of it. Because you might notice now. Go on, yeah. Right, okay. Right, okay, so now we've got to, this is the big guy, right? Oh. Yeah, he takes enormous chunks out of you, by the way. So I just keep cutting away. Whoa. Right, yeah, he's a bit slow, so it gives you a chance to simply savvy, you know. Let's get around the back and do more damage. There's your self fire. Not too bad. Just make sure you cut the way. Stick that in the back. Go on. Yes! Yes! Triumphant! Who said I was a complete useless wally? Alright, come on, who said it? So, you know, I've had a little go at this, you know, and the first one was completely useless and didn't know what I was doing. So, I learned a little bit from that. So that's why I want to learn a couple of basics. So that, you know, when I stream it live in the autumn, you're not thinking, flipping idiot. What the hell are you doing? You don't understand the UI and all that one. So that was the idea of this process. And you may as well get all this stuff because it's like metal, you know, all kinds of goody stuff. You know, I could destroy that plant, mightn't it? So it didn't do too bad though. I'm surprised it did that well, but it took me a couple of goes to do it the first time. Yeah, it does linger, that stuff. Yeah, sometimes you can stand on this stuff and it makes it a lot easier to pick it up. It's a bit odd. But while you're down there, as I say, there's plenty of loot in this. Loads of like chests hidden. So look around. You will be rewarded for exploring, okay? But obviously don't go into that red stuff. I'll get near those exploding plant-like objects which seem to like to do that stuff. Which could be a useful thing to pick up, to be honest. But yeah, it kind of lingers on you a bit. You know, a nice bit of metal-y stuff here. That's you know, got to be facing it, of course, otherwise you're nice. So I may as well get this, because, you know, because in this particular bit now, although there's still a bit of a shroud beyond this, at least we cleared this central bit where we have the fight. So, you know, at least you don't think I'm a bit of a twit-head when I do it. You know, when I play it, I might think, oh god, this is not a complete idiot this time. So that's why I've just done a little go. But I haven't gone tremendous stuff. It's gone way ahead of me. You can get Twitch drops as well. We've had a couple of Twitch drops, just like a really nice looking outfit, which you can, you know, you can have an outfit which is, you know, really good outfit or crummy outfit, but you can make it look like something completely different, which is quite nice. Yeah, I think it's hidden somewhere. There's probably some loot here somewhere. I'm sure there was somewhere, but I'm not quite sure where it was. But, oh crap. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you can use that's the point as well, obviously. But yeah, these little things, in all these games, if you notice, all these